Hi everyone! We just got here in our hotel from the Philippine Embassy. We left here 8 o'clock. We took Uber. That was our first time to use Uber. Our first ride was very good. The driver was from Mongolia. He's a nice guy. His car is big. There's still seats on the back, and only me and Trevor were on the ride. We paid $10.60 from our hotel to the Philippine Embassy. It's like 20 minutes drive. And then we gave tip. And then we got there early, like before 8 o'clock. But when we got in the embassy, it was already full pack of Filipino people. So they were there very early too. And we got the number from window number 2. Our number is 93. We sat there until our number was called. So we gave the paper to the lady. And since I am changing my maiden name to my married name, so we need to submit a marriage report. So that's what we did. Before we left home, I made 4 copies of everything that we need, but the report of marriage. So we had to walk. We need to go somewhere to have our report of marriage photocopied. We walk 9 minutes, only 9 minutes, but it was raining, so we walk in the rain. And then we went back to the embassy, submit our papers. It was fast, but there was a long line there. People were getting numbers and people were submitting papers just in the window number 2. And then after that, after I gave my papers, by the way, the papers that you need to submit first is the form. If ever you are already in the embassy and you don't have the form yet, they prepared forms there, so you can just get one and fill that out. The form. Next is 2 copies of your passport, where your data is, and then 2 copies of your green card, 2 copies of the letter that you received from the USCIS, because I just renewed my green card, so I don't have the card yet. I just put the copy of my expired green card, but next to it is the letter of extension. So 2 copies of that, and then return envelope, because of after 6 to 8 weeks they will send your passport. You can use a priority mail envelope, but it has to have a tracking number. And you can also use priority mail express. I used priority mail, not express. There's the priority mail, but there is a tracking number in it. The priority mail is $6 and something, but the priority mail express is 20 plus. So the other one is very expensive, but they are just the same. The difference is the other one is more expensive. It's only like 1 day shipping. The priority mail is lesser price, $6 and something, but the mailing time is 2 days, 2 or 3 days. It's more than 1 day. So after I submitted the papers, the lady gave me a form of voting, form that you have to fill out when you vote, and then she stapled it with the other papers. That's why you give 2 copies, because 1 copy for their file, and 1 copy for when the form, that form for voting. And I waited for my name to be called, and then went to window 1 to have my picture taken. That's for their file. And then the guy there asked me, where do you want to vote? Washington or New York? I said, huh? I was shocked at first because of, where do you want to vote? Washington or New York? It's like, can I vote in Pennsylvania? Yeah, but it's only between the two, Washington or New York, and I choose Washington, which is closer to Pennsylvania, our place. And after window 1, I went back to our seat and waited for the cashier to call us. And then just like maybe 5 minutes, the cashier called us and we paid $60. So after we paid, we waited for the other lady to call me to review my data and take another picture for the passport. And after that, that's all. We're here in our hotel. I'm gonna share to you what the last paper that the lady gave. Okay, so this is the paper that the lady gave to me. I will read it to you. This is to track the status of your passport application. So how to check? On the 6th week from the date you filed your application. So this is what you're gonna do. Visit the embassy at www.philippine-embassy-usa.org, and then click the icon to launch the Passport Finder app. So type your last name and first name in the appropriate box and click submit, and the status will say your passport is ready for release. So if you gave them the return envelope, they're gonna send it to you, to your mailing address. So that's it. I hope this video will be a help for your passport renewal. I asked the lady if the 10-year passport is already effective, but she said it's not yet. It's still 5 years. So she said they're processing on it. Maybe next year the 10-year will be effective. So that's it.